Welcome to the channel. I've told you guys in the past that I'm gonna do some more like random type videos, not strictly hair content. And so this is kind of in addition to that. One of the things that I love is movies, video games, movies, nerdy fantasy things, reading books, all that. And so I've done a couple movie reviews in the past. And so this one, we're gonna do another movie review on Harry Potter. The trailer just dropped recently. I read the books. I love them. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I read that book every year, the series every year. The Hobbit's my favorite book. Harry Potter, I haven't completely gotten through all of them. I will be 100% honest, but this is just the first, addition to the TV show. So I feel like I have a pretty good foundation for giving a review on these. So, not to mention the house, I have a little Hobbit door that I'm building in here. So I'm all up in it. And this is just another addition to that. So I'm going to do some more of these. I used to work at Blockbuster, fun fact. That was my favorite job I've ever had. And so I had to talk to customers all the time about movies and give recommendations. And I had to have a really large knowledge base of movies so that I could recommend things, because they would come in and say, I'm interested in this type of movie. And I had to have a catalog of movies in my head. It was a part of the requirement, actually, of working there, was you had to play games and watch movies. So I want to do some more of these movie reviews now that we've got so many good things coming out. And it's going to be controversial. Opinions are opinions. Everybody's got them, but here's mine. So we're going to jump into Harry Potter. Oh, and I have not seen these yet. A lot of people who do these reviews, they've already seen them. They're already prepping for what they're going to say. And I hate those. I hate watching those, and it's like, oh man, you already seen this. You prepared a script. Like, I have intentionally not watched these just so I could make this video and have an authentic first response. So anyway, I'll shut up. Let's start. All right, here we go. I got it going now.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one. You think you're something special? There is nothing special about you.
I will say, I like that they're calling it Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone right off the bat, because the movie in America last time around was Sorcerer's Stone, so they changed that title.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever, and they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Hagrid doesn't look terrible. Harry looks pretty much probably how everyone imagined him to when they read the book. In the cover of the book, he looks similar to the drawing on the cover illustrations.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you.
Ollivander. I like who they chose for that.
Let's see who you are.
I will say at this point it feels very nostalgic to the original films. It's it feels like it's the same in every single way except for the faces on the people. It's like you literally just swap faces, but everything else feels the same. It's almost like it feels like they used the same sets and costumes and things like that. I know they didn't, but everything feels very, very similar. So don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I think if you make something too close to what has already been made, everyone is going to compare. I mean, everybody was going to compare and criticize this anyway. So it's really set up for criticism. But if you make something different, like if they, I don't know, let's just finish it first.
Are you really Harry Potter?
Yeah, see, this is identical. Okay. Nice little setup. Gives you a little bit of a taste. But if we're being honest, did we see anything new? Did we see anything that makes us feel something different? I kind of wish they could have taken it. They could take it a darker direction and get a little bit of a change there, which would feel different than the original movies. Or they could take it, a lighter direction. You want to be accurate to the source material. You want to stay true to the books. You don't want to change a bunch of stuff because I hate it when people do that. The reason people want to see these movies and things is because they want to visualize what they were imagining in the books. So you got to stay true to that, but they're going to have to find a way to make it feel different. They're just going to have to, because every single scene, if it's scene for scene the same or really comparable to the original movies, then the only thing you're going to be able to do is be distracted, and you're going to be looking at the original actors thinking, well, they said it this way and I liked how they said it that way. In this scene, in this show, they're trying to say the same thing, but they're trying to say it a little different with different nuances and things. So I have some concerns with that. I'm still excited about it. I'm willing to give everything a chance before blowing off the cuff. But and obviously I'll speak to, Snape and Dumbledore. Dumbledore, first of all, he looks better than I thought he was going to look. I will admit that, because when I first heard who the casting was for Dumbledore, I was so against it. I was like, out of everybody you could have chose, like Jeffrey Rush, the guy who played Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean, or I don't know, I had a list in my head a few weeks back, but there's so many people that could have done that role. And I forget the gentleman's name, but who they chose just was not who I thought. I associate him with comedy. I know he's done some other things and done a great job that's not been comedy and been dramas and things, but his voice, I hope he changes his voice for this role. We didn't get to hear it, but he's going to have to change his voice a little bit. He can't use that tonality that he has that's so familiar. But hey, I'm willing to give him a shot. He looks okay. If he can be true to the book Dumbledore, maybe he'll be fine. Snape, the big topic of this movie. Look, I'll just say this. They set themselves up for what they're going to get. Nothing against the actor at all. He might do a fantastic job. It's not about him. It's about what they set themselves up to do. They set themselves up for criticism. Stay true to the source material. It has nothing to do with politics or color or anything like that. It's not that difficult. Nobody would have had a problem if they would have stayed true to the source material, because all they would have had to say was, this is in the book, we're going by the book description. Nothing political to that. Nobody would have argued that at all. There's plenty of other characters they could have gotten political with, and nobody would have had that much of a problem. But you can't choose Snape and go that route without having backlash, and you're going to already lose money. And this is the point I'm getting at. It's not personal opinion. It's not race. It's not color. It's none of that stuff. I don't care. I'm talking about money. When you make a movie, you're worried about money. You're also worried about staying true to the books. You automatically set yourself up for losing money and having more criticism than you needed going into this, and distraction. Like I said, plenty of other characters, main characters, but you gotta use the source material and stay true to it, and then your sales would be leveled up even higher. And the general population would be more excited, but it is what it is. I hope he does a good job. I hope he surprises everybody. I hope he makes everybody feel more comfortable with that role. I hope he does a good job at it. I really do, because I want to enjoy these movies. I don't want all the distraction. And I hope there's nothing else in these movies that's been added that shouldn't be added because it's not in the books. And that's all I'll say about that. We'll see. It's gonna be a roller coaster. These movies are gonna take a while. Not movies. These shows, episodes, whatever. They're gonna take a while to get done, from what I've heard. So they're gonna have to take into account age of the actors and actresses. You know, people can drop off of shows. They can quit. Things can happen. I just hope they have a good plan. I hope they're not just trying to grab some money. I kind of, you know, I wish too they would have maybe gone back in time. There was so much material they could have used. I mean, you could have went and done a story about Harry's parents. You know, what there's so much there. What was there with Voldemort when he first came to Hogwarts, and his parents, and then Severus, and, you know, Lucius Malfoy, like all of the cast, like what happened to put them where they're at now as adults. But instead, they chose to go with the same timeline and just do a remake of something, honestly, none of us even asked for. None of us wanted it. We loved the movies. I mean, there really wasn't a ton of backlash from the movies. There's always going to be some critics, but sometimes you just got to let things lie as they are and let people enjoy it, and go find some new material. There's a lot of world in the Harry Potter universe. There's a huge timeline of events. You know, they did the movie's Fantastic Beasts. They addressed some of the things there with years and years ago with a younger Dumbledore, and I mean, they could have went even further back in time. There's so many things they could have done. They could have went in the future. You know, so I really don't agree. I don't agree with remaking something that a lot of people watch every single year. Like I said, I think you're just setting yourself up for failure, and the comparisons are going to be endless. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to watch it. You know, I'm going to watch it, and we'll review it as it goes. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some more reviews. See you in our next one.